Hey guys, how's it going? Firebox here. I want to talk about why I think that Wizard is the superior melee class right now to Barbarian in solos. I want to talk a little bit about the meta, go over kind of the general build and the idea of why I think it's just strictly better, and then talk about and show a little bit of the gameplay. Let's go ahead and get started. Now, because Wizard has access to Reactive Shield, Ice Shield, and Arcane Shield, these all work together extremely well to result in one of the most tanky melee builds that you can realistically build. Reactive Shield is taking 15 damage away from a hit and also absorbs headshot damage, if you don't know. This combined with Arcane Shield, which is going to take another 20 damage away from you, plus headshot damage, and will deal 5 damage to players around you, which also scales 1-for-1 with magic damage. This includes your magic staff and any additional magic damage that you have on your character, resulting in like a 40 damage swing skill, which is absolutely insane, especially when you consider Reactive Shield and Ice Shield that not only adds armor if you do an armored build like I've been doing, but also makes them lose action speed and movement speed when they hit you, which are both extremely strong. The movement speed can mean they might not hit you in melee combat a second time if they have some range, and the action speed means that you're going to survive just that much longer in melee combat, which really makes a big deal, especially when time to kill is as fast as it currently is. This, in combination with Staff Mastery, which scales so well with your staff and magic damage, results in me hitting for like 120 plus damage per swing, which is absolutely ridiculous. I'm also going to be rocking the spells, right? And you know what's great about Wizard compared to Barb? Everyone runs away from Barbarians. They only have like 3 Franny Axes that they can have at one time equipped unless they use all their inventory slots. Wizard has access to 14 spells if you're running 5 spell like me. Then you have your Ignites that make your damage insane, and Invis, which is really good for movement speed and for repositioning. The threat of Fireball, Zap, and Ice Bolt, from my experience, means that people feel forced to fight you in melee, which is exactly where you want to fight people. Typically, I don't even need to deal damage to a player to kill them. Of course, there's some instances where I don't want to, because you always want to try to soften people up in range first before the fight starts. However, it's really not necessary. This build has so much survivability between my HP being 160, my health PDR being 42%, and then all the different shields that you have access to, that I can kind of just go toe-to-toe with every class in the game. Now, the point of this video is not to say, hey, look how OP Wizard is. That's really not the point. The point is to just kind of talk about how important it is for a class to have access to both good melee and good range. The reason that Barbarian does not feel very good to me right now is because you have such a limited amount of range, which is due to the reduced amount of Francisca access in each slot. Last season was 2 per slot, now it's only 1. And then you have to take like your entire inventory just to grab more access to compete in range. It just kind of feels silly. Why would I want to play a class like Barb that has to do all this extra work to use 1 Franny at a time, when I could just play Wizard, have access to a plethora of spells, extremely high damage, which is also magic damage, by the way. Most people do not have magic resistance, and it means that your hard counters as Barb, which would include PDR Fighter and PDR Cleric, because they have high armor resistance, meaning they don't really take that much damage, you kind of just eat through it, and you don't even have to hit them with your staff, because you have access to your spells, meaning that this just feels so much more well-rounded than Barb is. Right now, the meta is very range and speed focused, and you kind of need to be able to do one of these two well in order to survive the onslaught of people meta chasing. This build has access to range in the form of wizard spells. We are lacking speed in favor of survivability, but I think this kind of shows how strong ranged is right now in this game. The fact that I have access to range as strong as I do, but can also compete in melee pretty much just as good as a Barbarian can, just results in me feeling like this is such a well-rounded build. When I play Barbarian, which I did yesterday, I played a couple hours of High Roller, it just felt nowhere near as good in PvP as this build currently does. I think the bigger underlying issue is how prevalent speed is right now in solos. When I play Barbarian, even with Rage, it feels like people just kind of walk away from me for the most part because you have such limited Franny use. If you don't hit your Frannies or you run out of Frannies because you don't have a full inventory stocked, it just feels like you can't really kill anybody. And then you have all these hard counters too, such as PDR Fighter, Cleric, Ranger. You also get out DPS by rogues with invis. I played rogue the other day, and you kind of just destroy barbs if you catch them from landmine, which is super funny. So I'm not even sure what Barbarian's even doing right now, because it feels like everyone just does something better than they do. If I had to rate and do a tier list of classes, I would probably put Barbarian all the way near the bottom for solos, maybe above Fighter, because I don't think Fighter is super great right now. I am curious what you guys think about this. This is more of just like a quick ramble, kind of talking about why I feel like Bonk Wizard is so much stronger than Barbarian right now. It's not really I think this class is overpowered. More so, I feel like the meta right now in solos just feels really silly with how range dominant it is. I don't really want to see Barbarian go back to spamming Frannies, but I do feel like some meta changes are definitely in order, but it's hard for me to say what those could be. Some things that you could consider is removing movement speed from boots to try to lower the total speed that everybody's running. Like these double movement speed rolled Lightfoot boots that people are running, for example, are extremely strong and resulting in these classes that feel uncatchable, running at pretty much movement speed cap, which is insanity. It makes for a very height-focused meta, which isn't very fun. Feel free to let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Let's go and get started with the PvP. Enjoy the video. That's... yeah, you don't have to go to High Roller to get good loot. That's insane. I think that's better than loot that I've been getting from like all mobs and High Rollers. Normal's loot best in slot confirmed? I guess so. Sure seems like it. Why do you have to go to High Roller to get good loot? Just go to normals and just get super crazy rings. What? That hit me? I guess I... oh. Well, I got unlucky that I got hit there, but I think I got hit and then I made him think he could kill me. So that's cool. I'm basically playing the I'm a Barb but better build. Basically. Hey, he actually has good loot too. There you go. Alright, whoever said that in fairness I saw juice players in High Roller, I also see them in normals. To be fair. As we see by this player right now. So, cool. That's pretty good. I think that guy was geared. I'm gonna be honest with you, the way he was playing, the confidence, I think he might have been a geared fighter. I miss playing Wizard so much. Oh my god. It's so much better than Barb. Why was I even doing that to myself? I don't know. I don't know why the hell I was doing it, man. Yeah, I would say he's decently geared. Geared enough. Oh, he has double windlass. Wait, didn't I shut the... I thought I shut the door. I guess not. Is that the guy? Okay. Can I just say that Barb would never be able to do what I just did in a freaking million years? Barb can't do shit in solos compared to Wizard. It's crazy. Bro, like, honestly, just, like, why would you play Barb? Why the hell would you ever play Barb in this meta? It's so much goddamn worse than Wizard is. Like, I'm not even kidding. It's so much better. Jesus Christ, dude, the double freaking windlass, too. What is up with my lobbies, man? What is up with my lobbies? Why are these weird who is telling people to do double windlass? Which one of you is it? Who's the streamer going around telling people to run double windlass? Because this is the second guy today that I've seen run it, and I never see people run that stupid build. Who's doing it? Who is it? Someone's doing it for sure. Has to be. It's crazy, but it's true. I mean, I don't know what, I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you. The meta's the meta, man. Oh, legendary. Look at that. Cool. Ain't no way. I didn't realize I couldn't cast over there. Misplay. Misplay. I didn't realize that was a casting problem. I didn't realize. Yeah, that was that was not particularly ideal, but it's okay. He's dead, so we'll move on. Dude, I've been saying it, Rayqual. I've been saying it. I don't know what his gear is like, but it doesn't even matter. I'm telling you, Bonk Wizard is a better melee class than Barb is. I'm not just like saying shit because I don't like dying on Barb. I'm telling you, I think that this Wizard build, even against a geared Barbarian, is a better melee class. I really do. It's crazy. I'm sure his gear sucks. But he missed every hit. He only hit me one time. So, it doesn't really matter. blue. Yeah, like his gear isn't good, right? But even if he had good gear, he only hit me one time. He still loses that fight. Maybe you could also say he misplayed by, you know, just whiffing constantly into just playing bad. But I really do think that Bonk Wizard is a better, I really do think it's a better melee class than they are. Truly. Regardless of gear scene. I want to thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to like the video, subscribe for future content, and comment below what your thoughts are of Wizard in the current meta compared to Barb. You already know my answer, but I would be interested to hear yours. I do want to thank Pressure, Justin Doob, D3H Malls, and Trash Daddy for supporting this video alongside all my other members. Thank you all. Have a great day.